All right, people, welcome to Whale Talks Wrestling, episode 99. A little late on this one, but fuck it, we're here. Royal Rumble, Beach Break, and then Rampage Beach Break. Let's get right into it. Let's start off with some AEW Beach Break. We'll save the Rumble for last. And yeah, AEW Beach Break. We start off with Cody versus Sammy, the ladder match for both TNT titles. They really need to stop doing this. I'm really getting sick and tired of the big match main events going on first. There's a reason they should be main events. I don't understand. Like, this match would have closed out the show. It would have been awesome. But let's get right into it. This was a fantastic. This is one of my favorite ladder matches I've seen in a long time. It wasn't a ladder match per se, but this match reminded me a lot of the Kenny Omega slash Cody Rhodes match they had for the IWGP title. It was like a no DQ match, but it ended up doing a lot of cool like ladder spots. They even copied one of the spots in this match because Cody did the same spot to Kenny in this match, but he did it to Sammy. But let's get right into it. Cody starts setting up some ladders. Sammy with a jumping cutter on Cody amongst the crowd. That was cool. Cody with a superplex off the 20-foot ladder. That was the spot right there. That was a callback to the match he had with Kenny in New Japan. I've seen that only a couple times, and then I saw, what is this? Seth and Ambrose did that too in their Money in the Bank match, but the one he did to Kenny was like fucking crazy. You guys should go check out that match. It was very good. Gourd Buster by Cody on the ladder, but the other way around. That looked so rough. Sammy got stuck on the ladder when he did that. Cody looks to lock in the figure four with using the ladder runs. He gets that. Sammy goes for a springboard, but Cody throws the ladder right in his face. Sammy's insane, man. So this was the spot that everyone was talking about, and I had to replay it 1,000 times myself. He does a springboard, hops off the ladder, the big ladder, and hits a cutter all the way through. It was so smooth. It was so perfect. Cody with a crossroads off a ladder. I've never seen that before. Sammy took all of that on his face. He was like kicking and screaming for a good while. They're both swinging off the titles, old school Jeff Hardy style. They both fall off. Like, I don't understand why Cody just won't turn, man. The whole time he was wrestling as a heel. He's just so much better as a heel. Fuego comes out. Cody kills him with Jay Driller. Sammy with a Pillsbury flop, and then the go to hell to the on the outside. Sammy is nuts, man. He's just a fucking nuts. Cody is on the ladder. Sammy hits a swanton off a big ass ladder, but the ladder doesn't break, the one that Cody is set up on. So it's kind of like the spot Jeff Hardy did to the Dudley Boys at WrestleMania, but oof, it looked bad. So the ladder didn't break with both of their weight. So Sammy bounces off, looks horrible. It made it look even more impactful. But Cody's back got shredded up from taking the impact of a man falling on him from that high up. Fucking crazy. That looked like it sucked. Sammy and Cody fight it out on the top. Sammy hits Cody with the belt and actually wins the match. He is now a 2-time TNT champ, and let's just say I was very surprised. But I really shouldn't be, because it wasn't like Cody took a pinfall loss here, because we know that ain't happening. But this match was fantastic. Not to complain, is why did all of this even have to happen? Like, if they wanted to do a big match, they should have just done a big match. Like, Cody won the title on Christmas. Cody got the COVID, or was exposed to it, or some shit. We had the interim match. There were two TNT... to me, to get to this was way too much, like, shenanigans. Like, to me, it should have been, like, from the start, Cody's like, I want a ladder match. Just be like, I just want a match. I just want a ladder match for the TNT title. And that's it. We just have this match and call it a day. And Sammy could have won, but whatever. I don't know. But fantastic match, like I said. One of the best ladder matches I've seen in a long time. That one, and what is it? The Sammy, AJ, and Jeff Hardy ladder match from a couple years ago, where the one where the fucking, I think, tied Jeff's ear to the ladder. That was good stuff. Wardlow versus Jobbers 2-on-1. The guy's a star. I've been saying it since his debut match with Cody in the cage match. This guy's been a star since day one. Bunch of power bombs. They're all dead. 5 power bombs is all over. Chris Jericho, Santana, and Ortiz versus 2.0 and little baby Daniel Garcia. Santana and Ortiz are giving Jericho a very hard time. Jericho is super pissed. Judas Effect, then a pile driver about Santana for the win, but Jericho walks out because they did not once tag him in, and basically they were acting like dicks to him the whole time. So we're kind of seeing the crumble of the inner circle. Here we go. CM Punk, promo time. I want to turn the TV off every time. So after talking for like 10 hours, he just wants a fight. MJF comes out, says the match is going down next week, which I was very shocked. I love how MJF brings up suing your friends. That was awesome. Coco Cabana's probably hyped in the background. Says Phil's going to dip again like he did in 2014. He will turn his back on everyone. I agree. Punk then says one of the biggest lies in his career. He cuts a promo and says he doesn't lie. I'm like, isn't this the same guy that says he hated wrestling, would never return, and all this stuff? It's like, you clearly are a liar. He gets jumped by the pineapple. Wardlow looked like he didn't want to join in, but MJF says powerbomb his ass. He powerbombs him on a steel chair. MJF is a fucking star. I love this dude so much, especially in this feud. He exposing this chump, PG Punk over here. He fucking sits on his chest and does the Kenta thing, the thing that Kenta did to fucking Shibata. I love this guy. He knows his shit, man. He legit is like my favorite AEW wrestler right now. The match that pretty much killed the crowd here. I felt bad for both these girls. I like both of these girls a lot. Layla Hirsch versus Red Velvet. Red hits the ring in 1 second trying to take her out early, which you know how it should be if you're mad at someone. Velvet with a double knee to the rope. Layla with a V-trigger. Could have won, but then she picks her up, locks in the legit lock. That was weird. Then Layla rolls her up for the win. So she knocks her out, does the 1-2, picks her up, could have got the win, locks in a submission. Red Velvet fights out of the submission, and she just wins with a roll-up. This match was a fucking mess. Attacks her after that. Chris Statlander comes in for the save. Like I said, just give me Statlander and Layla Hirsch for this random ads rivalry, but it's good that the girls have something to do. Sammy comes back out, whatever, and has the cue cards. Britt Baker comes out, so tired of this title run. Shows her PWI awards, way too long of a promo, and then we just start talking about sports, so she's clearly taking lessons from PG Punk over there. Don't care. Nyla comes out, and she wants the Ruby next week. Main event time. It is Adam Cole versus Orange Cassidy in a lights out match. It's like, this match wasn't bad. It was really good too, but it's not going to compare to that fucking ladder match. Orange breaks his sunglasses in the beginning and basically doesn't play around almost the whole match. That was cool to see. Danhausen debuts. He curses Adam Cole. Very nice, very evil. Good to see him. Glad his leg is better. He's going to be big, man. I love Danhausen. Tornado DDT by Orange on the outside. Orange double legs Adam through a table. That was weird. I'm like, that's a weird way to break a table. Orange goes for the orange punch, but Adam uses the ring bell to block it. That was probably my favorite spot. I just thought that was really cool by Adam Cole. Michinoku driver on a stack of chairs. That looked horrible. Cole calls for backup. A Wheeler Yuta and Kootler takes out Kootler. And then Bobby Pescado and Chuck go at it. Then the Bucks come in, super kick him. Trent and Rocky come in, Roppongi Vice. Roppongi Life. The Bucks, Orange, everyone's going out of the... Orange hits the beach break for a near fall. I hate how everyone kicks out of that move. It's such a cool move. Orange Punch, one of his best, probably his best Orange Punch to date. But his hand hurts because remember, he hit the ring bell. Low blow, but Orange was wearing a cup. He prepared himself this time. Orange hits the Canadian Destroyer for a near fall. Cole tries to dip. Cole puts Orange through a table. He kicks out. Big super kick by Orange. Big ass fucking super kick to the face of Orange. Cole starts climbing the stage. Orange climbs after him, hits a low blow. Then Orange gives him a hug, and he basically sacrifices himself and dives through the stage. They break through. Orange has his hand on top of Cole. 1, 2, 3. Orange finally wins a big feud. Like, I understand people are like, why the fuck is Adam Cole losing? But it's an unsanctioned match, so it doesn't really fucking matter. It doesn't go on the record. Because Cole is getting the next title shot. It's very obvious. Especially they announced Cole versus Evil Uno, so that's get to the Dark Order, you get to Hangman. But that's the type of opponent, that'll be a good opponent for Hangman. That's good shit. So, yeah, I thought this was good shit. The ladder match was the best match of the show. Could have done without the Punk promo, but MJF saved it like he always does, anything involving that loser. The Britt Baker stuff was completely useless because she's just woman CM Punk now. Adam Cole and Orange Cassidy had a very good match. And Danhausen, fucking very nice, very evil.